welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we're going to be ranking every song by Dua Lipa. It's my artist today, so I'm going to be the one doing the ranking. Sean's going to be going through and providing his comment, as always. Let's get it on with the bottom tier. Going in last place, number 48, we've got Room for Two. What is the intro to this song? Dua's whispering just sounds kind of off-putting. Her vocals then come in over bass and nothing else. Strings then come in, but there's absolutely zero build here. And great, those whispering vocals are the chorus. Awesome. So context here, I had never heard the first album all the way through, so I said in my comments that the whole album is so disappointing. We'll get to that later, but this song in particular is actively bad. The verses are fine and she hits some nice notes, but that chorus actually blows. No thanks, I'm good on this one.
The bottom song of Brett's has to be either really boring or really bad. I'm assuming since Dua Lipa's a good singer, it's just really boring. I don't like the chanty whispering vocals in the intro at all. They changed to louder vocals with basic drumming, which is cool, but the build is to whispering vocals again? Wow, that's extremely disappointing. Like, I really do not like this, like, at all. Like, the chorus is beyond underwhelming and honestly fairly annoying. I looked up, and it turned out I was halfway through the song. Damn, I actually had another minute and a half. I mean, the bridge is fine. It's just a softer version of the verses. But wow, that chorus like sucks like Campbell's Chunky Bad.
Yeah, completely agree, and that's why I came in at last place. New love. That drum beat at the start is certainly unexpected. Dua's vocals are also shoved to the back of the mix in favor of hearing that drum beat, which is a choice. And then, oh my fucking lord, the chorus just slows the ever-living shit down. Why? What are we doing here? I was expecting this album to have a lot of big exploding choruses like the future material, and that is just not what I was getting, and I was getting annoyed at this point. The song is also 4.5 minutes long, and it needs to fucking not be.
Boys, we're in the jungle for this drum beat. I like the funkier vocals from Dua here. They are quite low in the mix, though. I would actually like to now hear the singer. This has some cool pacing to it, and I was going to save it, but then the first part of the chorus is slower than paint drying. It's that quick. The second half is faster, but it repeats the title line, so I'm still good. But it's better than snail pacing, so we're getting there. There is absolutely zero explosion, but I was grooving here, Dua. Wow, that's really upsetting. But the bridge is beyond the best part of the song. I was honestly scrolling on my phone because of, but I had to actually look to type some of the comments here. Still not nearly enough to save, but I like the chorus significantly more than the other parts of the song. Yeah, not winning.
Yeah, I'm in at 47. At 46, we've got Garden. Did not expect the piano, but it appears a piano ballad is kind of what we got here. And then beat randomly kicks in, and I'm just incredibly confused as to what's going on here. The beat never really gets built on. It's just a piano ballad with a random backing beat that continues at a pretty slow pace all throughout the song. I don't really know what the song is trying to be, but whatever it's trying to be, it's not really working all that well. On top of it, the chorus is repetitive, not a great one.
Slow piano with loud vocals. This is going to build to something epic. I just know it. It builds to higher vocals with the same pacing. Cool. Well, there is a faster drum beat in the second verse, so this is going to, so that is going to build, right? No, it just builds to the same speed from verse with slightly faster vocals. This sounds like a movie soundtrack during a battle or something. It gets even faster in the third verse. This one is going to be... That would be the one for me. It's going to get it to be where I'm gonna save it. No, it's just louder again. Ugh. There was potential here, but nothing was done with it. I'm sad.
Completely agreed, and comes in at 46. Coming in at number 45, we have Homesick, another song on the first album leading with piano. Getting kind of sick of that trend, to be honest with you. I got more into Dua Lipa off of Future Nostalgia, so imagine my disappointment to find out this first album is just filled with a lot of slow piano ballads. This is just a slow and boring piano ballad. It's not hitting, I'm bored, and it's going in the nap playlist.
Ooh, the first ballad of the video. Surprised it actually got this high, knowing my co-host's hatred for ballads. Dua's voice sounds more polished in this song. This is just a pure vocal performance type song. The piano is a cool accompaniment and as the ballad stand of the group, it sounds nice, but it isn't boring enough. I'm actually moving along better than the songs lower than this one. I like it, don't love it enough to save it. I think the I knows are why I definitely didn't end up saving it because they're very annoying and they're very like talkative sounding, if that makes sense. I would put it this higher, but I know it would never get any higher from the ballad. From being a ballad and Brett hates slow songs. I did give it a second listen, but it still did not get there.
I don't hate all slow songs, just this one. 45. That's going to wrap up the bottom tier. We're going to get on into the mid tier. These songs are just a little bit better than the ones below it that were actively not good. Let's get it on. Coming in at 44, we have Be the One. The twinkling keys that open the song are a change of pace, and then the snaps come in, but the pace doesn't increase. And then there's a fair amount of repetition going on here. The chorus throws Dua's vocals in the back behind the instrumental and favor of some harmonization. And the song is really lacking in the catchy department. There are also points where she does some weird things with her voice, and I just don't think it sounds great. The song isn't bad, hence why it's up a tier from the last couple, it's not like oh wow, it hurts to listen to it. It's bad in the way that's like wow, this artist is incredibly talented, and you'd have no idea from this song. She actually used this song today to promote her new tour, and I was like, why are you using this song from your first album? That's not good. I was very confused. This song is still not great.
So we have some pacing here from the jump, so that's definitely a change from the first songs that I've heard so far. Those keys are nice, and they have some nice backhacking snaps. I couldn't tell where the chorus was though. I thought I guess it was the pre-chorus was the actual chorus. It has the get louder but not faster issue. It has the pacing in the verses but doesn't build on it at all. The ending of the chorus is just a repeating in the title line, especially in the second chorus. But we have grown to harmonizing the title line, which is oh so lovely. This song is extremely disappointing, just does nothing with the speed that it started with.
Yeah, and again, don't really know why she used this one to promote the tour, but comes in at 44. Coming in at 43, we've got Dreams. Oh my lord, guys, it's some pacing. Didn't know that was allowed on this album. Her vocals are extremely loud in the mix, which is kind of odd. I don't love the beat going on in the verses, and then the pre-chorus slows the song down for a chorus that is just completely yes and ohs. Wow, that is annoying. I was really excited when I heard pacing, but this is yet another letdown from the first album. I also hate that pre-chorus.
This is definitely a quick intro, and I'm definitely interested in it. Like this could be a me thing, but the lines just sound very wordy. I'm having a hard time understanding it, if that makes sense. Just because they're just that quickly said. This is another disappointing chorus. It doesn't do anything with the pacing. It just repeats the title line. Then swing just to love me right, repeating, which is oh so lovely. The verses are the better part of the two, and I don't think it's close. I think the chorus is extremely repetitive, and it honestly is quite annoying.
Yeah, just comes in at 43. 42, we have Lost in Your Life featuring Miguel. Miguel is the king of slow and boring, so leading into this song, I was not super excited for it. Dua's voice sounds really good, and there's a nice build into that chorus, but wholly underwhelmed. The chorus slowed the song down, and the build is just a Dua holding out the title line, nothing big and catchy or exciting. Miguel's voice fits well on the beat because it's slower, and it's probably the best performance I've ever heard out of him, but it's not nearly enough to save this. It's still a very fine song. I was over it and still had half the song left.
Another faster intro, which is nice, with slower lyrics this time, so I can actually hear and understand what she's saying. It also has a quite funky beat to it, which is cool. But good golly goodness, I am frustrated with these choruses. Can they actually build on the speed, please? No. Not only does she not build on anything, she stretches out each line to make them longer, which is awesome. Miguel sounds really good. Dare I say I like his part better than Dua's. Yeah, I said it. I don't think they harmonize really well in the second chorus as well. But what the fuck is this R&B bridge snail thing we have going on? Can they not do that?
Yeah, I did warn you going in that the first album was rough. And as you can tell from the fact that we still have not covered a song off of another album, and spoiler alert, we won't for quite a bit, it is in fact rough. So, 42. Going into 41, we got Begging. The piano works kind of well with the drums and backing beat here. The verses have a fairly interesting vibe going on, but there's a massive slowdown going into the chorus, and when it comes back around, it doesn't do nearly enough. It's a little repetitive, and the pacing is still a little too slow for my liking. The snaps going on in the background are nice, but I don't think it fully comes together that well. It's just a lot of different parts stitched together.
Since it's a quick intro, it has to be another letdown. Just give it to me. Just give it to me, please. This has to be like the fourth song in a row. Oh, there isn't a letdown. I just don't go get a build. It just happens. Cool. Slightly faster lyrics are cool and all, but can we get faster from a pacing perspective? No. Cool. Another song that I enjoy, the verses much better than the choruses. I don't like louder, I like faster. Sigh. I'm getting more frustrated as this list goes on.
I did warn you. 41.
Take my hand, dive in this romance. We could burn and crash. We could take a chance, holding nothing back, like it's our last dance.
Going into 40, we have Last Dance. MJ, where are you at? This is about the Bulls documentary, right? No? Yeah, okay. Is that bongos? What the hell is going on this album? At least the chorus increases the pacing. I do appreciate that. And there's a nice little EDM beat drop here, which is nice. It contrasts from those slow and boring verses with the minimal instrumentation. It's definitely not great, but the first album as a whole had a lot worse to offer. Listening to the little clip, I feel like I probably put this a little bit too low, but it ended up here.
Vocals by themselves in the intro are nice, but there is a slight build, and oh my goodness, it builds to an EDM drop that actually works. I thought we weren't allowed to do that on the first album, ma'am. The faster drum beat works quite well here as well, plus the faster keyboard is a nice accompaniment. The vocal bridge also works with the soft drum to put emphasis on the vocals. I would put this a whole tier higher than the rest of the songs below this. I would put this higher. You gotta save. I don't remember this song, but apparently I liked it enough to save it if they want to listen to it. So there you go.
Damn right you did. I don't even have it saved. So, comes into 40. Coming in at 39, we have Want To. Oh my lord, instantly the song is so much better than 95% of the first album. It's just from pacing. I really like the backing beat, and the production in general is just much better. There's a nice build going on in the chorus, and my foot is tapping along with the build. Oh, and the quote-unquote chorus happened. It's an underwhelming EDM drop. That's annoying, and that makes me sad. It's this high because of the verses and the fact that the first album is really just lacking in general.
The beat here is funky. Definitely has a marching beat to it, if that makes sense. But come on, the beat's nice. It builds to a drop, which I don't know how I feel about. Is the chorus just a beat drop? I genuinely have no idea. Yeah, hearing it a second time, I still don't love it. I feel like there's more beat drop than actual chorus here. The dance if you want to line before the beat drop seems forced for space. I don't really like this one very much.
So 39. Coming in at 38, we've got Bad Together. I like the flow that the intro has to this song. The piano is back, but it kind of works here. The verses as a whole have a fairly nice build to them, and the chorus is actually okay. It's not exactly great, just because I think it's a little busy. You got the keys and the trap beat. There's just a lot going on. But I do appreciate the pacing with the song and do it hit some nice notes. It's fine.
Faster vocals on a minimum backing instrumentation. It works, but the beat behind it isn't very fast. Cloudy with a chance of louder choruses strikes again. Pacing is a need, not a sound volume Dua. Vocals sound really cool though. The verses are better than the choruses. You really just love this first album. Can't wait to listen to it again, right?
Yeah, you can tell from the fact that we still are yet to cover a song that's not a part of this first album. So, 38. Coming in at 37, we have Running, and the bass keeps running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running. Is that not it? She's a runner, she's a track star. Also, no, also not it. Oh. There's a fairly nice beat going on here. There is a decent build. The oohs are kind of off-putting, but the rest of the song is fine. I don't really have enough to give concrete comments, and starting with the two bad jokes, it's just very okay all throughout. But the strong backing beat will get it relatively high on a pretty lackluster first album.
Running, running, and running, running. And running,
And running,
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 running, and
and
running,
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 running, and
and running. Oh, is that still not it? I could have sworn I played that song.
I think that's it.
I should have played that song instead. This song is way worse than that song. The trap beat works behind Dua's voice here. The build's nice. Don't suck, chorus. Come on, you can. The chorus just exists again. I like the ending oohs and the runnin', runnin'. I would have had to have. I would have more of them, honestly. Them as banking sounds may be good. The slightly faster beat does nothing with it. The beat gets slower and nothing engaging at all. I would have this song lower.
Song was running, running, but it stopped at 37. Going in at 36, we have Genesis. So, like I've mentioned, I had never heard this album all the way through, just a few hits off of it. This is the opener to the self titled. It's a little slow in the verses, and I'm expecting this big build that explodes in the chorus, and it just never happens. The chorus is still a little slow and lackluster. Dua's vocals still sound great, but I'm left a little underwhelmed by the payoff in this hook. It's just a by the numbers pop song that doesn't really excel in any area.
I don't even want to get excited for faster verses anymore. I just know they're going to let me down. I really like this verse, so I'm really, really excited for this great, really good chorus. It has the same problem as the last. The chorus slows down. We don't want slow, we want quick. Damn it. We've been over this. It's really upsetting since I really like the verses. The build just being I'm sorry is also not what I want. Underwhelming with a chance of sigh.
Yep, 36. At 35, we have No Goodbyes. This is higher than one would expect due to the fact that it is slow, but something about it makes it better than the rest that I put below. I don't really know what. The soft piano complements to his voice really well at the start. The chorus doesn't speed the song up at all. It just gets louder, which is extremely unfortunate. I really like the flow going on with the verses, but the chorus just lets me down. I think the slower pacing in the verses works well with her voice, but I would like more of a change in the chorus, especially considering the lack of pacing that's going on here. It's not a bad song. I'm just left wanting more from it.
Vocals only in the first chorus is cool. The piano / beat they add is building, which again means that we have to have another shitty chorus. God fucking damn it. All of these songs have the same problem. Chorus underwhelming part 9000. It doesn't even get faster. It just says the same pacing wise. I lied. It gets louder. I do like the no goodbye harmonies in the choruses though. The faster bridge works, but can she say anything that isn't the title line in the choruses? Thanks.
Yep. First album for you. 35.
Try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now.
Coming at 34, we have IDGAF. We did cover this song once already in our 2018 Billboard video, so be sure to check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. This is not my favorite song from her. I said it then, I'll say it again. She sounds great vocally, but something about this song has just never fully clicked with me. I enjoy the verses, they tell a nice story, and I think the minimal backing instrumentation works really well, but the chorus just is really lackluster, and it really caps my enjoyment of the song. I don't think it's bad, just Dua has significantly better, and the bridge doesn't really work here either.
That I definitely looked familiar. I guess it wasn't a Billboard. Oh, this chorus? Oh, jeez. I hate how choppy this chorus is. It sounds so clunky and just not good. The backing guitars throughout the song are nice, but I don't like how the lyrics are said. They bother the ever-living shit out of me. I would have the song way lower. I'm pretty sure I shit on it in the Billboard video, and I would shit on it here, but it also is not my video.
You probably did shit on it in the Billboard video. So, comes in at 34. In at 33, we have Thinking About You. I'm going into the song expecting it to be slow, just because of the Ariana Grande song with the same name. If you haven't seen our Ariana Grande video, be sure to check that one out. It's a great one. I really put together a solid list, and Sean provided some top tier commentary. You'll really enjoy it. I like the acoustic guitar that opens up this song, and Dua's vocals work really well with the minimal instrumentation and the snaps. I like the flow going on in the verses, but the chorus again just really lets me down here. Shocking, I know. The snaps come in for the second verse, and I really like it as well. I found my foot tapping along heavily in the verses, and that's what gets it as high as it is. Unfortunately, the chorus is repetitive and fails to captivate me enough to get the song saved. It's not bad, especially for a slower song. It's a little bit more R&B, but the chorus is underwhelming enough to stop me from saving it.
The opening guitar is cool, but the really slow snapping is not. It gets louder when I think the pre-chorus is. Then the vocals get even louder in the chorus, which is oh so perfect. Dua, honey, can we add some pacing? Oh, we have a trap beat, but it's slow. It's slow, so it's not even quick. But it is better than the snap, so that is definitely a plus. But this is bottom line. This is just more of an R&B style song, and they just aren't my preference. The bridge is definitely the best part of the song, with the harmonies being with some slightly faster vocals. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, she's definitely got better. But another first album song. Still haven't gotten any other album. So, 33. Coming in at 32, we have Not My Problem featuring J.I.D. Guys, we've done it! We're not on the first album! This is off the Moonlight edition of Future Nostalgia, and it's the final track, and it's another one that was new to me. It starts off with an extremely interesting beat, one that actually reminds me of Bloodline by Ariana Grande. Again, if you haven't seen the Ariana Grande video, check it out. However, I don't think this one works nearly as well as Bloodline by Ariana Grande. This chorus is really repetitive, and I'm definitely glad it was cut from the standard version of the album. JID delivers a fairly solid rap verse, but it's not enough to make me interested in what's going on here. It's really short, not even 2.5 minutes, and the chorus is really repetitive. So, not my favorite.
The opening disco sounds are nice. I don't like the backing vocals, though. They kind of throw me off. Definitely one of the catchier songs I've heard so far. What the fuck is that goddamn chorus? The title line repeating itself is not a chorus. I'm sad. This chorus is my problem. JID has a very good verse here, but the chorus ruins the song completely for me. I just want a nice chorus one time, please.
At least this one had pacing. Comes in at 32.
Gives up so easily. I wanna have that set on keeping me. When it hurts, we don't even think to cut it off. And I'm not interested in a heart that doesn't.
Coming in at 31, we have Anything for Love. This is a short one, coming in at not even 2.5 minutes, and the start of the song is just them talking, so the song is actually right around 2 minutes. And it starts off with some piano and Dua's vocals, which sound nice, but it's definitely a fair bit boring. And then the beat randomly picks up and kicks in, which I do like and appreciate, but the song is just too short to have this much going on. The funky dance section of the song doesn't really get a chance to shine because it's just not long enough.
Love opening talking sounds for 17 seconds, which transitions to a slow ballad. As I've said, Dua works well on the slower songs, but we're quick now. Oh, what the fuck are these transitions in this song? Never heard of her. I like the second half of the song way better than the first half. There's just way too much going on here, honestly.
Yeah, completely agree. Comes in at 31.
I've got a fever, so can you try?
Coming in at 30, we have Fever featuring Angeline. I did not know this song existed. It's on some special bonus thing of Future Nostalgia. I like Dua's voice a lot here, but there's an overabundance of clicking noises in the background that are extremely annoying. Angeline has a nice voice, but her parts are in French, so I also have absolutely no clue what the hell she's saying. It's just a fine song overall, but those black backing clicking noises just absolutely kill it completely. They annoy the crap out of me.
I also don't like that barricade sound. It's very loud and hurts my ears. I like the actual beat here behind the song, and Dua as always sounds nice. Could be me, but Angeli sounds a little like Ariana Grande a little bit. If you haven't checked out the Ariana Grande video, it's pretty cool. She has a great voice. Not gonna lie, call myself bobbing my head a few times to this song, but I couldn't save it. I don't just yeah, the French stuff kind of.
Completely agree. Comes in at 30.
Always stop saying things 'cause they're all listening. No, the kids ain't alright. Oh, and they do what they see 'cause it's on TV. Oh, the kids ain't alright.
Coming in at 29, we have Boys Will Be Boys. This was a hard song for me to rank because it's just not for me. Like I'm not the target audience for this. First off, lyrically, like it's clearly a female-focused song. Having the line "If you're offended by this song" in the song is just very clunky. It just doesn't sound good. And honestly, the song in general is just slow and boring. I don't really have a ton to add beyond that. It's just I'm not the target audience for this song.
The backing guitar / piano sounds nice behind Dua's vocals. It isn't overly quick, but I am grooving along here. I don't like that chorus at all, though. The repetition of "boys will be boys" then transitioning to "girls will be women" is not what I want. Lyrical content aside, like Brett said, the song is not made for me as I am also a male. Sonically, I don't love this either. I would have the song lower.
Yeah, I mean, the first album has the lack of chorus issue, so that's why I got it this high. Comes in at 29. Coming in at 28, we've got Happy For You. This is a longer one for Dua, coming in at around 4 minutes long. The lyrics here are also really powerful if you take a second to listen to them, but the chorus is just falling extremely flat for me, and that's what really holds the song back from getting into the save tier. I wish it sped up, but it just gets louder. It works well as the closing track off of the album, but that's really about all I got.
4 minutes. I didn't even know she could make a song that was that long. Slightly slower piano with Dua singing. This has to have a save written all over it. slightly faster drum beat getting into the chorus, and the chorus is just Dua singing in a higher pitch, but the same, but the speed is the same. Awesome. I prefer the softer piano in the verses. Honestly, if that was the whole song, I could see myself saving it. Faster chorus instead of the held up lyrics, please.
Yeah, comes in at 28. And that's going to wrap up the med tier. We're going to get on into the average tier. I know we don't usually do this many tiers for a smaller video, but I felt that there was a sizable enough gap that tiers needed to be divided. So let's get it on. Coming in at 27, we have Good in Bed. So hear me out. There is an amazing instrumental here. The keys and the bass just combine so well with the drums. The verses here are actually great as well. There's a fantastic groove going on, and it's got me bobbing along pretty hard. However, then you reach the reason that I don't have this song saved. The chorus is a repetition fest, and it does not sound good. It's downright horrific, extremely unfortunate. I don't really have a ton to say on the song. Just the reason it's this high is because it would be saved easily if the chorus was just about anything else.
This is some Ariana Grande song titles that we have going on here. Is that a bass in a Dua Lipa song? There's a really solid drum line here, and I love that the bass is the focal point here. The higher octave singing also sounds really nice. Wow, that chorus is just downright awful. Like, it is really bad. Like, I actually loathe this chorus. I don't hate it. I actually loathe it. It's worse than hate. She sounds very whiny, really off-key, really choppy, flat out not good, terrible, awful, really bad day. That's how I feel listening to this song. Again, the verses are so much better than the choruses. The pre-chorus may be my favorite part of the song as a whole, but wow, that chorus is horrific. I would put the song way lower just because the chorus alone is that bad. I would take slow and boring chorus over actually awful chorus. This chorus is awful.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I put it as high as I did because this song at least has an element of the song that I like, where the rest of them just bore me. So that's why it's at the bottom of this section, because there is stuff I like in it, but this chorus is so bad.
Awful. Terrible.
27. Coming in at 26, we've got Kiss and Make Up featuring Blackpink. I'm sure the fact that the song has Blackpink in it means I'll get hate for wherever I put it, but that's fine. I do appreciate how the song is pacing, and it is upbeat, especially in comparison to the rest of that lovely first album. I do enjoy Dua's parts to this song. There's a good flow in the verses, and there's a really nice build going on, and honestly the chorus delivers fairly well as well. And then Blackpink comes in, they start singing in not English, and it's kind of upsetting. Honestly, without that, I think this song could get into the save tier because the chorus is catchy and I do really like Dua's parts, but the Korean sections just ain't it, chief, and that's why I can't save it.
This backing beat is fucking sick. Please work song. I want this to save. Really cool upbeat verse that builds to a solid chorus, but something about it just doesn't fully click for me. I restarted it so I could hear it one more time before getting to the second verse. Still didn't do it for me. Blackpink honestly isn't great. I don't even know who that person group thing is. I don't love her that part. However, I like the second verse where she sings much better. I don't think they have great chemistry very much. If they kept just like the chorus beat thing going on, I could see myself saving it. But as the song is constructed,
Blackpink I'm pretty sure it's a K-pop group.
Like
a girl group.
Okay.
So, 26. Coming in at 25, we have End of an Era. The opening to Radical Optimism has a nice groove to it and some really solid verses. During the verses, when I was listening for this video, I was actually very confused as to why I don't have the song saved. And then the chorus came in. Dua singing is in a really high octave, and I honestly just don't think it fits her well, and it doesn't sound all that good. It really kills everything that the song has going for it, for me, to be honest. The bridge is also pretty off-putting with the spoken vocals. It's got a fair amount of good elements to it, but there's too much that I don't like either for me to save it.
Taylor can't come to the phone right now because she's dead. Is that not the Aerith thing that we're talking about? Oh, okay. The keyboard here is cool, and this is another song with bass being the focal point, which is nice. It is also on the quicker side, so we love that. The chorus just kind of appears. There's no transitions. I think I was just expecting something different, and it wasn't this chorus. And wow, that bridge is not what I want. We don't want Dua's talking, singing Dua, darling, singing. This one had potential, but did not fully deliver.
Yeah, agreed. Just a little flat. Comes in at 25. Coming in at 24, we have Future Nostalgia. We are finally on to the second album when I was listening in chronological order, and it's Do His Best for sure. Love Future Nostalgia. Oddly enough, not crazy about the title track though. I like the opening. I think the techno and robotic kind of beat works well. But Dua opens up the song with basically rapping, and it's kind of off-putting. When she finally starts to sing, moving on into that chorus, I really start to enjoy the song. It's catchy and it has my head bobbing along. But the post-chorus slows it back down slightly and brings in some whispering vocals, and I'm not crazy about any section of the song other than the chorus. And while the chorus is good, it's just too short. It doesn't make up for the fact that I don't think the rest of the song is good at all. So I don't have this one saved, but it is the highest placed song on the list that I don't have saved. It's got the opposite problem as Good and Bad, where Good and Bad had a really great rest of the song and the chorus was bad. This has a really good chorus and the rest of the song is bad.
I've heard so much about this album from our co-host and our other friend who also loves Dua Lipa. So how amazing is the title track here? This sounds like a Britney opening, which is cool, but Dua's rapping in the first verse. That's definitely a choice. Singing in the pre-chorus is much better. This is another song where I don't know where the chorus is. I don't like the rapping verses at all. They aren't for me. It's really unfortunate since I do like the beat that the song has.
Yeah, don't judge the album off this one. It's not the best. Just wait. We'll get to it later. So, 24. And that's going to wrap up the average tier. We are going to get on into the good tier. We are finally at the songs that I have saved. So, excited to talk about some ones that I like. Let's get it on.
Someone's gotta be the last one standing, and I hate that I'm leaving you stranded, but I gotta hit the road. But I gotta hit the road. It's not a broken heart if I don't break.
Coming in at 23, we have French Exit. The acoustic guitars are a really nice vibe to open up the song. I really like Dua's voice in the verses. The highlight is on it, and it completely delivers, in my opinion. The pre-chorus is a fairly solid job of building the tension, but the main issue I have with this song is the chorus. There really isn't a speed change. Dua's singing just gets louder, and it leaves me slightly underwhelmed. The emphasis is firmly on the title line, and I just don't really think it packs the punch that it needs to in order to make that really work. I do like it, and I do have it saved, but a better chorus would really elevate it.
Acoustic guitars, I'm immediately interested. The faster vocals work well as well. The chorus is just a louder version of the verses, which is upsetting. I do like the groove that the song has, and the guitar solo interlude as a transition is pretty nice. The pre-chorus is also just a verse extended, which is just lovely. Just slightly underwhelming.
Yeah. 23.
But if these walls could talk, if these walls could talk,
Coming in at 22, we have These Walls. There's a nice bass line that comes in when the song really gets going, and then the instruments come together well to create a nice groove. There's some really nice guitars throughout the song as well. The chorus is solid, but it does feel like a slight letdown due to the fact that the pace of the song doesn't really increase. It's by no means a bad song, and I really do like the lyricism here. The premise behind the song is actually really cool. I just prefer faster ones from Dua, and that keeps it down here.
Hear me out, Brett. Sounds like a pretty odd song. Hear me out. Hear me out. Listen to the intro again. Hear me out on it. Hear me out on it. I think I'm on to something.
To be pretty odd.
I think I'm on to something here. Give me a chance here. But the faster sliding guitar works really well. And then replacing that with a faster Faster drum also works. I like the chorus. The backing harmonies are really nice. They do repeat the title line a good bit, though. It's slightly faster in the second verse. I like the bridge a lot, too. The transition to the final chorus is seamless. I did give this one a second listen, and I did get a save from it. So
Let's go, baby. First save of a song that I actually like. So the other one is still a save, but less exciting. So, comes in at 22.
Maria, I know you're gone, but I feel ya when we're alone.
Coming in at 21, we've got Maria. The acoustic guitars at the start of the song are nice, and the beat that picks up is nice as well. The chorus does a really nice job of building on that slowdown that happens right before it, and the whistling flute sounds nice during that chorus. But something is just holding me back here, and I'm not quite sure what it is. It's a good song, but it doesn't really do anything to elevate itself from the middle of the pack.
is that 50 Ways to Say Goodbye by Train? No? No? Oh, damn. I'm pretty sure it has the exact same opening, and you can't tell me otherwise. Love that drum beat with the acoustic guitar. I literally sighed when the title line was said. I really wanted a complete song. I don't really like the whistling. The rest of the song works. I think the chorus is just extremely okay.
Yeah, comes in at 21.
I'll be the first to say, baby, what's your name? 'Cause I want you.
Coming in at 20, we have That Kind of Woman. This is another one that I actually hadn't heard before. You can tell from the start of the song that it's a little bit slower and there's a nice build going on. I really like Dua's vocals in the pre-chorus, but the chorus felt a little bit flat for me on first listen. And I thought it was just kind of okay, and I could see why it was left as a bonus track. But it did grow on me a lot from hearing it more from final rankings, and I moved it up into the save tier. I didn't originally save it on first listen, and even just hearing that little clip, I feel like I should have put it a little bit higher. It's definitely one that you have to listen to multiple times to kind of get it to work for you. But once it does work, it's a really good song. I wish I put it a little bit higher than 20.
I like the minimum backing instrumentation. It really puts emphasis on the vocals, which is awesome. The slightly faster drum beat with the keyboards are great, but I also agree with Brett. It doesn't really grab my attention. The choruses to me seem a little bit flat, even compared to some of the slower verses.
Yeah, comes in at 20.
The thought of you with someone kills me. I'll be dealing with my heart, bro. Such a fantasy, if it ain't.
Coming in at 19, we have If It Ain't Me. The bass line instantly makes this Moonlight Edition song sound like it belongs on Future Nostalgia. I really like the verses here. They're smooth and have an effortless flow to them. And the chorus isn't bad. It's just okay, and that holds the song back from getting any higher for me. Dua's vocals are more harmonized in the chorus and doesn't really allow her to display her talents as well. I still do enjoy this one and have it saved. I just prefer others.
Instantly tapping my foot along with the spacey vibe this opening gives off. I don't really like the staccato type vocals. They say a line and then there's a 2-second pause and then it just kind of repeats. It sounds kind of off-putting. It puts a ton of emphasis on the last word of the sentence, which doesn't really sound very good. The way the vocals are said really throws me off and kind of honestly ruined the song for me.
Yeah, comes in at 19.
There's a darker side of me that makes you feel so numb. 'Cause I like hell, super when I'm not, then you're by yourself. Am I the answer to your prayers? I'll give you the pleasure heaven.
Coming in at 18, we have Hotter Than Hell. This one kind of has a funky beat to it, but the early part of the album kind of all has this kind of vibe going on, but this song just does it way better. There's a nice groove going on in the verses, but instead of having an underwhelming slowdown in the chorus, this one has a solid EDM drop. The pre-chorus does a pretty good job of building the tension, and I was left wanting a little more originally because the drop is a little bit shorter than I would like to be, and it does just repeat the title line, but it did end up getting into the safe tier for me, and I moved it up a bit during my final rankings. I enjoy this song, definitely one of the stronger ones that the first album has to offer.
Backing piano works like the faster drum beat with the matching vocals. The spacey type background beat sounds nice, but I don't like the song builds to an EDM drop. And the drop itself is very short. It gets louder. It doesn't really get faster at all. Just louder. Hearing the drop and the second chorus hits even less than the first one did. The bridge is definitely my favorite part of the song since the beat itself is faster, but but as a whole, it's not one of my favorite ones.
Up to 18. Coming in at 17, we have Training Season. The second single off of Radical Optimism doesn't quite pack the same punch as the first, but it's still a fairly solid outing. The song has a fairly solid vibe going on all throughout, but something's just missing. The higher octave in the song sounds significantly better than it did on End of an Era, and the groove keeps my head bobbing, but something about it makes it just not quite as catchy as many other Dua Lipa songs, and Held It Down Here. There's nothing wrong with it at all, it's just a victim of the classic I preferred other songs.
Another cool guitar opening with some funky vocals. Very spooky kind of vibe here. This song has a solid build. I wasn't expecting the instrumentation almost cut out to focus on the vocals. Second chorus is much better in my head, probably because I was expecting it. I caught myself tapping my foot along to this as well. The deeper bridge does a great job to contrast the chorus. The piano builds up to the final chorus nicely. Really nice transition to the final chorus. Gotta save here. I put this higher.
Let's go. Another save for Team Dua. Comes in at 17. And that's going to wrap up the good tier. We're going to get on into the great tier. These songs are just a little bit better. Let's get it on.
They're great.
Coming in at 16, we have We're Good. This was the hit off the Moonlight edition of Future Nostalgia. While I do like this song, I do see why it didn't make the album proper. I feel like the vibe is a little bit different than what the album gave me. But again, I still do like it. The pre-chorus is great. The verses are solid as well. The chorus is really catchy. Dua's vocals are on point as always. It's a good song. It doesn't really elevate itself to contend with the Titan bangers off of the normal version of Future Nostalgia. This was a part of the Billboard video. I can't remember which one off the top of my head. But yeah, still enjoy it.
Yeah, I've definitely heard this song definitely from somewhere. So that Billboard definitely makes sense. The opening guitars sound familiar. For being slower paced, the vocals do a good job of making the song faster. The chorus doesn't really hit for me very much. Even hearing that clip, it's just a louder version of the vocals. Again, the second chorus in the song works better than the first one does. I wish the song as a whole was faster, though, pacing wise. I think the song's fine. I put the song a little bit lower.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it. So comes in 16. Coming in at 15, we have Falling Forever. That note at the beginning of the song is awesome. The drum beat is awesome as well at the start of the song. I love the speed that the verses have. There's a really nice groove going on. This song had absolute top tier potential, but the chorus slowed the song down instead of speeding it up, which is insanely unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the vocals, and Dua holding out the note, like I already mentioned, is incredible. But I wanted the chorus to capitalize on the speed in those verses, and it unfortunately does not. It's not bad at all. I still do enjoy it, but it does feel like some potential was wasted here.
Wow, that's really impressive in terms of note perspective. Dua can, in fact, sing. Love a faster drumming in the verses, but it leads to a note that's held out. That's my build. Thought we were past the cloudy with a chance of disappointing chorus. So upsetting. The rest of the song is really solid and really works well, but man, that chorus is such a letdown. I'd put this song lower just because that chorus is that disappointing.
That's valid. I really like the verses to the song, and that's what got it as high as it is. 15. Coming in at 14, we have Illusion. This was apparently the first song written for Radical Optimism, And it also sounds like Dua attempting a Hallucinate Part 2, with it just not being nearly as good as the original, hence it being below the original. I like the pacing of this one right from the start. You can tell there's going to be quick pacing, and the verses flow really well into the pre chorus, which then builds the tension really well. The chorus in this one didn't work for me at first, but over time it's grown on me, and now I do think it works well. But I still can't hear it without thinking of Hallucinate. The song as a whole has grown on me enough where I now prefer it to Training Season, which was not originally the case, but Dua still does have better.
The backing beat is faster with a nice piano. This is another song with some faster vocals. The chorus isn't disappointing. It's just fine, kind of bleh to me. Plus, the second half of the song is very EDM heavy, which I don't think works very well. I wish the faster vocals were kept throughout, out like they are in the pre-chorus. It's a very like club style song, and it doesn't work for me very well. It's not really my thing. I think the song's not bad. I think it's fine.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to see how you think about it compared to Hallucinate. Coming in at 14. And that's going to wrap up the great tier. We get on into the just shy tier. These songs are really good, but they're still just missing that little something to get on into the top tier. So let's get on. Coming in at 13, we've got Cool. The keys that open the song sound really funky, and Dua's voice comes in and just delivers right away. I love that build in the chorus, and I think the chorus comes in and delivers a really catchy hook. Is this the catchiest one on the album? Absolutely not. But it's still very strong, in my opinion. The drum beat works well, and I can't help but snap along. I think the song would work really well in a summer, chilling by the pool kind of vibe, which makes sense with the I guess we're ready for the summer line. The bridge cuts out and focuses in on Dua's voice, which works really well and builds attention for one final chorus. It's a simple song for sure, but I think it's underrated and it works well.
The keys instantly got me intrigued here. I think Dua rides the instrumentation well. The hook is much more funkier than what I was expecting. I was looking for like an explosion, and only really got more funkiness. There are some catchy elements here. The chorus, even after a second listen, doesn't fully work. I wanted a little bit more from that chorus. Not that it's lackluster; it's just kind of okay to me. But I do also agree that the bridge being just Dua singing does sound nice.
I really enjoyed the song a lot. Could have been elevated with a little bit of a stronger hook, but still great nonetheless. It comes in at 13. Coming in at 12, we have Hallucinate. This was originally my second favorite song on the album, and while it has definitely been passed up, I still think it's a great song. I like how it's fast paced right from the start, and the verses have a really great flow to them. There's a great build into that chorus, and the flow from verse to pre chorus is absolutely seamless. The chorus is solid, but has fallen a slight bit over time. I can't really put my finger on why. It's still a rock solid song, it has great pacing, and it's still an enjoyable listen, even if I'm not quite high on it as I once was.
This definitely has a top three Brett idea just from the beat alone. It's very quick, very foot tappy. The chorus itself is solid. It does a great job of keeping the pacing with catchy aspects to it. Do I love it? No, but I can see why he likes it. If this song isn't a club song, I don't know what is. I think it's good, but it's not like savable.
All right, you can be wrong. So, comes in at 12.
One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.
Coming in at 11, we have New Rules. Dua Lipa back at it again with an incredibly catchy song. Her vocals are fantastic here, and the verses do a great job leading into the pre-chorus where she lays out, the new rules. The beat drop comes in, and the chorus is just really catchy and it sticks in my head. It pays off all of the tension that the beginning of the song builds up. The bridge is great here as well, super catchy with some great vocals. Dua would eventually do better, but her first real smash hit is still a great one.
I would do better. Ah, I'm funny. Apparently, putting the song in the 20s in a Billboard list didn't net a save, or it did the deleted save thing, because I definitely had this song saved before. Anyways, um, Dua Lipa does bop songs really well, and this is just another example of that. The beat behind Dua's voice is pretty basic, but it does do its job very nicely. She has some great harmonizing parts with the shelf. The chorus is fairly catchy for not being overly fast pacing wise. The auto tune behind her voice in between the choruses and the verses works surprisingly well. Just a really well done pop song. I'm not counting this as a fade because I swear to all of you, I had the song saved at one point.
Yeah, I definitely don't count that as a save either. So comes at 11. And at 10, we have Houdini. This is the most future nostalgia sounding song on Radical Optimism, so it was very fitting for it to be the lead single to kind of transition out of the future nostalgia era into the new Radical Optimism one. I really like the backing synths here, and the song opens with the chorus, which is just a really catchy ride. The verses have a great groove going to them, and the entire song really just has my foot tapping, head bobbing, and vibing. I also fucking love that outro with the distorted guitars. It's just a real head bobber, and it was a great way to kick off the new album cycle.
This has a thriller intro vibe to it, which is really nice. I think the faster backing beat with the vocals works really well in the first verse. There isn't a transition from verse to chorus, which I would have liked. It sounds like one long chorus, but I would like some structure to this. I think the song is fine. I'd have it a little bit.
Well, I enjoy it. Kicks off our top 10.
What you doing to me, baby? I'm scared to death that you might be the one to change me. You're in my head and now you're glad it's my decision.
Coming in at 9, we have What You Doing. This, in my opinion, is clearing away the best song on Radical Optimism. The only one that's even in shouting distance is Houdini, hence it being one song lower. When the album came out, this was a song that I instantly gravitated towards. I'm pretty sure I put it in Songs of the Week, and it's really easy to see why. The bass line here is absolutely incredible, and it creates such a nice groove that has your head bobbing along. Dua's voice sounds great, and the little bits of piano here work really well with the rest of the instrumentation. The pre-chorus does a great job of building tension, and the chorus comes in and relieves it effortlessly. The twinkling keys in the background are a really nice touch throughout the chorus as well. The song is just really funky, honestly, and I love the combination of sounds to create such a nice vibe that you can't help but dance along to.
The funky bass slash piano works really well with Dua's vocals here. She has like an edgier vocal thing going on, if that makes sense. Really nice transition to the chorus. I literally said "whoa" when that chorus came in. I wasn't expecting the emphasis on some of the words, but they sound really nice. And the second chorus really puts it over the top. Funkiness sounds really nice as well, but I really like how hard she comes into the chorus.
Yeah, great song. Did this one get a save?
No. Oh no! No, I lied. Yes, it did. I lied.
Yes, it did. Hey, let's go. Uh, got another one for the squad. Comes in at 9.
Whenever you want it, baby, it's you and my reflection. I'm afraid of all the things it could do to me. If I would've known it, baby, I would've stayed at home. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. And my body.
Coming in at number 8, we have Break My Heart. Dua sounds great here. Her verse works super well with that soft backing beat in the beginning of the song, and it continues to work well when the beat picks up even more. The build here is just phenomenal. It builds the tension effortlessly while remaining super catchy, and I love that bass line in the verses and the chorus as well. The pre-chorus and chorus both work just as well. Now, I know I have nothing but compliments to pay this song, and the reason that it isn't higher is unfortunately just the classic I preferred other songs. It's a rock solid pop outing from start to finish, and I'm really glad that it became a hit.
This intro definitely sounds familiar. I've heard it somewhere, but this is how you build to a chorus. Finally, a fucking build. like starting at the low point and then building really really nicely to the chorus that just crescendos so nicely to the chorus that actually delivers. Dua Darling, you have actually done a good chorus. I didn't think that was possible. The only vocal part in the beginning of the chorus sounds really really cool. Then she effortlessly brings the backing beat back in. Well done, another save. This is my second favorite song by Dua Lipa. Personally, I'd have this higher.
I mean, I put it at 8. It's not like I put it low.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I think this song's better than the songs that you have above it, other than one. In my opinion.
I mean, I guess that's an acceptable opinion. But for me, it comes in at 8.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, I'll still keep the party burning out.
Coming in at 7, we have Dance the Night. I love the beat. It's just so upbeat and creates a great groove that has me dancing along throughout. This song gives me future nostalgia vibes, which is fantastic because that album is just so good. I cannot believe that I'm putting a song off of the Barbie soundtrack this high, but you cannot help but sing along whenever this song comes on. It just has that energy about it. A song called Dance the Night better make you want to dance along, and damn it, this song does. I had it really high in the 2023 Billboard video, partially because that list was absolute ass cheek, but its high placement in this video as well should signal that it is also just a really good song.
Will the Dua list make me actually like this song? I thought the chorus was it was a letdown during the 2023 list. In my opinion, on of the first verse, bring the party in because you can't help but dance to this. Ha! Get it, dance. Ha! To that beat. I still don't love the chorus. Listen 5, 6, even 7 for this little clip. It just doesn't hit. It's so unfortunate since I really like the verses in the pre-chorus. But I don't think the chorus is that great, and I said what I said.
All right, you can be wrong. I heard on listen 8, Dance the Night just hits. Like Lips on listen 25 just hits.
Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh.
So, comes in at 7.
I need your hands on me. Sweet relief, pity, peace. Exactly where I want me.
Coming in at 6, we have Pretty Please. I know this is a hot take. Let me explain. This bass line, wow, it's just fantastic. The verses really highlight Dua's voice well, and the upper octave that she sings in the pre-chorus just might be my favorite part of the song. The chorus ups the tempo slightly while keeping that unreal bass line, and it just works despite it being really simple. When the bass line is this good, you can afford to rely on it as heavily as this song does. But on top of that, the pre-chorus and chorus are just so easy to sing along to, and it just makes this one a super enjoyable listen from start to finish. I think it's a super underrated song. That groove is phenomenal and carries this song up to where it is. I really, really wanted to put this song in the top tier. I went back and forth on it, but I ultimately decided that the top 5 songs are just a step up, in my opinion, that they needed to be in a tier of their own. But this song is absolutely fantastic, and I have no regrets on placing it this high, even though I'm sure Sean will disagree.
So the bass line here is back. We definitely need more of that. The upper octave fast singing sounds really cool. This chorus gets to 6. What? Brett, are you okay? Like seriously, there is nothing happening here. Have your music choices changed in the last video? Like what? You would rip this in a Billboard video. Rip this in general. The bass line's cool and all, but the first chorus just builds to nothing. And the second verse is just a louder version of the first one. It's not catchy. It's not nearly catchy enough for your standards. I'm just confused. Are you okay?
I think it's catchy. It gets stuck in my head, even from that little clip. I think it's catchy.
Okay.
I don't know. I really enjoy it. So
Okay.
It comes in at 6, and that's gonna wrap up the just shy tier and lead us into the top tier. We have the top five, the cream of the crop, the best songs that Dua Lipa has to offer. Let's get it on.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away.
Coming in at five, we have Don't Start Now. The lead single off of Future Nostalgia just aged so well. I loved it then, I still love it now. Everything about it just works. That backing bass line is so good, as is the entire instrumental, really. Dua just kills it vocally, as always. This one was a favorite from the start, and it stayed a favorite when the album came out. It's such a banger. This would go over so well in really any occasion. The pause leading into the chorus does a really good job of building the tension, and then that bass line just makes that chorus work so damn well. And I gotta love the split second of cowbell in there. I also love her backing vocals near the end of the song. It just comes together seamlessly. You really can't help but sing along every time this one comes on. It's another one that just makes you want to dance along. A great song. Absolutely deserved to be in the top tier. I just preferred others.
Hey, it's that fork knife song. Remember that peak fork knife? For context, Brett and I both had songs for like dancing or whatever. This was his for a long time, and I had no idea what the song was. I would just hear that little chorus clip that I played for you guys. But I did actually finally listen to the actual song after just hearing the second half of that chorus. And I think the beat works so well throughout. The opening muted guitars and backing beat work perfectly as an accompaniment to the faster chorus, and that chorus is just amazing. Um, that like the song is as catchy as it gets. It's hard to find a catchier song than this one, honestly. The beat works so well throughout. If you want to count this one as a save, you can, but I am not.
I'm also not because this was in a Billboard video too. So if you want to count it as a save, count it for the Billboard video.
There you go.
So, give it a five.
If you like the way I talk, then why am I on your mind? If you like the way I rock, then finish your glass of wine. We fight and we argue, you still love me blind. If we don't put this whole thing up, guaranteed I can blow your mind. Tonight.
Coming in at four, we have Blow Your Mind. Moi. This song was an instant favorite of mine from the moment I heard it, and it got me on board with Dua Lipa right away. I think it's incredible. It starts with this foot tapping drum beat, and there's a really good build going on instantaneously. The pre chorus serves as a really good transition, and then wow, that chorus. That is the highlight right there, just wow. It is so incredibly catchy, and it really has some fantastic pacing to it. The one, I guess, quote unquote, complaint I have is I would like the verses to be a tad faster, so I'm not just waiting around for the chorus. But I can't really be too upset when the chorus comes in and it just rocks this hard. Absolute banger. Deserves a spot in the top tier. Easily. No.
So the moi has always bothered the shit out of me since first listen. It's so off-putting to me. It always has and it always will be. Now looking at the rest of the song, I like the faster drum with the faster vocals moving easily into the chorus, and that chorus works really well. And the chorus itself is really catchy. I just hate that kissing sound so much. And the second half of the chorus, I can't save it just off of that one little thing. I like the softer vocals in the second verse. Builds really nicely to the chorus. And again, second chorus just works. Just that damn kissing sound, I can't stand it. Ugh, it's awful.
It doesn't really bother me. It's one of those things with repeated listens, you kind of just tune it out. So, yeah, comes in at four. Coming in at three, we have Physical. That beat instantly has you moving along from second to one. It's another great bass line, and the keys go so well with it. Dua's voice absolutely kills it, and I love that flow in the verses. The cutout for spoken vocals leading into the chorus builds the tension so well, and then the chorus is just incredible. My only knock is the quote unquote come on part is slightly repetitive. It is still a phenomenal song, though, and I will continue to enjoy it every time it comes on. That bridge might be the highlight of the song for me, though. Wow, I love the vocals there. The cutout builds the tension for one final chorus, and it is just a fantastic song. I love it.
I've also heard this one. It definitely sounds familiar. The faster back and keyboards brings Do It in seamlessly and keeps the same pacing. And the chorus delivers, even though it is that same pacing. I actually don't love the spoken words from Do It as it transition in the pre-chorus, though. The chorus doesn't have the same punch as some of the other ones in here do, though. I would put the song slightly lower just because that chorus isn't as explosive as I would like it to be, even though I do like it and do have it saved.
Yeah, great song. Comes in at 3.
I used to think that I was made out of stone. I used to spend so many nights on my own. I never knew I had it in me to dance anymore. But goddamn, you got me in love again.
Coming in at 2, we have Love Again. This one got the late album cycle push, and boy, am I glad it did because it is just an incredible song. It grew on me so much with repeated listens. It's a little bit slower, but that's not a bad thing at all. The drum beat has you dancing along throughout the verses anyway, and they remain effortlessly catchy. I absolutely love the chorus in this song. It kind of serves as a build, almost like a pre-chorus, to the repetition of the title line again with the backing instrumentations, which is something I normally wouldn't love, but for some damn reason, it just works flawlessly here. The vocals are also just incredible. You can't help but sing along every time you hear this one. A fucking banger. I love it, but it just got edged out by one song, and I'm sure you can all figure out what that one song is at this point, but give it a second. We'll talk about it in a second.
But can we find love again? Oh, is that not it? Oh, okay. But what is this like Disney intro? Are we walking in a forest or something? Ah, here's the catchy beat that I was looking for. I didn't recognize the song originally, but I do when the chorus came in. And this chorus does actually does hit way better than the last song did. The lower vocals, even though it's simple, works really well, honestly. I like how easily this song flows, and the backing violins are a cool accompaniment as well.
Great song, but like I mentioned, just got edged out. Let's see what we got at 1.
My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
And at 1, we got Levitating. Was it ever going to be anything else? Part of me hates that this song got so popular because that makes it seem like this is the cop out choice for the number 1 spot. But I assure you, popularity has nothing to do with why this is my top song. From the first listen to Future Nostalgia, this was the instant standout for me. I don't know how this song didn't get the push sooner, but once it finally got the push, you knew that it was going to be a smash hit just because the song is objectively that good. There's just such a great groove throughout the entire song, you can't help but sing and dance along. The chorus is effortlessly catchy. The flow in the verses is fantastic, and Dua's vocals are incredible. There was never any other choice, to be honest. This is easily Dua's best song, and honestly will probably go down as one of the best hit songs of the 2020s.
Here's the part where I just completely shit on Brett's top song because he's so wrong and it sucks nuts. Fuck, he picked the right song. Damn it, I hate when he's actually right. I've been waiting 47 fucking songs for this. This was my number 1 song on the 2021 Billboard list. Not to spoil anything for you, but if you want to see how else I ranked everything, please be sure to check out that video because it's a great one. And I'm glad that it's the one here, as it rightfully should be. It is amazing. When Brett sent me his list, I'm like, where the hell is Levitating? If it's not 1, he's wrong. Thank you. You actually put it in the right spot. Super catchy, and it survived being killed by the radio, which is honestly really impressive. I really love that backing beat. The flow here is impressive, and the different sounds she uses to support her amazing vocals are great too. Fantastic song. I will say though, "Break My Heart" had a solid chance to be my favorite song. Giving it more listens, it could get there. But right now, listening to both of them back to back, Levitating Scores is just too good not to be one. Perfect choice. Way to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it was never anything levitating. It's objectively the best song. And like I said, it's going to go down as one of the best hit songs of the 2020s, without a doubt in my mind. Um, yeah, I mean, Levitating, the best song by Dua Lipa. We would like to thank you for joining us on this long and winding road of ranking every song by Dua Lipa. It's a shorter one, so I hope it wasn't too painful for Sean. I know that opening album was kind of rough, hence why it took up the entire bottom 20 spots on this list. But I really love Future Nostalgia, as you can tell, and I think the new album's it's okay. But Future Nostalgia is a fantastic album, and it's what really made me want to rank Dua Lipa in the first place and listen to more of her discography. Was I a little let down by everything else that I hadn't heard before? Yeah, I was. But does that tarnish my love for Future Nostalgia? No. Future Nostalgia is still fantastic. And as you can tell, its songs are on the top, and I feel like that's rightfully so.
Yeah, I would say that in terms of an overall listening perspective, it wasn't painful. It was just annoying because it's okay, after song 5 or 6 of the same thing, it's okay, well, I'm not even excited to get into the next one because I know what's gonna happen in it. It's because the stuff near I'm pretty sure most of the top I've at least heard before, other than one or two of them. So I knew where those or what those were going in. It was just a matter of cool, did they actually get savable?
Yeah, I mean, it's because Future Nostalgia is so good. I think she released 6 or 7 singles, and they all became hits because that album is just incredible. So naturally, those all kind of flew up to the top because they're the best songs. I mean, Levitating, I kind of want to double check here. I think it was the third or fourth single. Believe it or not. Yeah, so the first single was Don't Start Now. The second one was Physical. The third one was Break My Heart. The fourth one was Hallucinate. And then she released some Spanish song off of the Moonlight Edition, which I don't even know where that was. And then it was Levitating. So I mean, she waited so long for Levitating to be the single, but it's phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, comment, subscribe. I know Brett worked his tail off on this video, so be sure to give him some love, kudos, comments. He would love to chat about your opinions on what the right song is, i.e., Levitating, and where the other songs ranked. Yeah, he crushed it.
Thank you. As for what's coming down the pipeline, I know this video came up a little late. I think it took a week late, right?
Yep.
I don't know if we've mentioned that this video is going up a week late. I'm not 100% sure, but that was planned. Don't worry, we're not slacking. Sean's going out of town, so the video is just going up a week late. But I believe you'll be getting Sean's video next week, so then we'll be back on the normal schedule.
Yep. Right? Yep. Yeah. So it's done. We just have to record it. And then together in 2 weeks. Yep. And then normal cycle, normal fun things.
I was just saying, yeah, a lot to look forward to. When the 2024 Billboard list does come out, we'll be making a video on that. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm low key not dreading it, to be honest, because I've heard most, or I would say some of what's popular, and it's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I can say with 99% certainty it will be better than 2023's. So
it's hard to get worse than that. So
for real, but like Sean mentioned, look forward to his artist next. If you do like Dua Lipa, other videos that we've done that you might enjoy, definitely be sure to check out that Ariana Grande video. I know we plugged it a bunch, but she's kind of in a similar pop vein. You could probably enjoy some of the Billboard videos. I know there's some Dua Lipa scattered in there throughout. But I think those are really the only pure like pop artists that we've done so far.
Yeah, we don't really do a whole lot of like pop music per se, but like those also are artists that we would more do together anyways. So like we have them planned, they're just not done yet, you know?
Yeah, but as for what's out right now, definitely check out those Billboard videos. Check out the Ariana Grande video. And yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I get. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
That's it.
Peace.
Peace.